from the state of Maharashtra, and all is not well within the NCP Ajit Pawar camp. Rebel Neta has spoken after resigning. Gavhane has said will seek blessings of Sharad Pawar. Says Pimpri Chinchwad suffered under the BJP. Gavhane says sitting MLA is responsible for poor development. Setback for the Ajit Pawar NCP camp in Maharashtra, where 4 top leaders of Ajit Pawar faction have resigned. NCP rebels may join Sharad Pawar faction. Resignation after failing to get the Bosari seat ticket.
दो 2017 से यहाँ पे पिंपरी चिंचवड में भारतीय जनता पार्टी की यहाँ पे पीसीएमसी में उनका जो रूलिंग वो कर रहे हैं, तो उस वक्त से पीसीएमसी में जो डेवलपमेंट हुई है वो गलत तरीके से, खास करके भोसरी कॉन्स्टिट्यूंसी में अगर आप देखें तो जिस तरह की डेवलपमेंट हुई उससे अगर देखा जाए तो यहाँ पे बहुत गलत तरीके के काम हुए हैं। यहाँ पे भ्रष्टाचार भी बहुत हुआ है और इसके लिए जिम्मेदार यहाँ के जो सिटिंग एमएलए है वो इसके लिए जिम्मेदार है।
Mustafa Sheikh is getting in more details on that big story. Essentially, it's clear that these rebel MLAs are going to be joining the Sharad Pawar faction of the NCP. What is it that you're picking up from your sources about how big a loss does the Ajit Pawar faction see? The top leaders, 4 of them, leaving this faction of Ajit Pawar.
Well, see, Sneha, the main operational area in Maharashtra for Nationalist Congress Party, the NCP, is Pune and Western Maharashtra. And this news is coming from Pimpri Chinchwad, which is very nearby Pune. And the district unit chief of the NCP is resigning, going back to Sharad Pawar. 2 corporators and other office bearers have also resigned, and they are likely to join Sharad Pawar faction ahead of state assembly election. What does it say? There is a message for Ajit Pawar that he is losing ground after the Lok Sabha elections, and one of which is these people from Pimpri Chinchwad resigning. The other is that the assembly elections are upcoming in the state. There are many workers, office bearers who are looking for an assembly ticket. But on the seats where there are already candidates from the coalition partners, be it Shiv Sena or the BJP, these candidates or office bearers are looking to get seat from other parties and other coalition. And that's why it seems that Ajit Gavhane has chosen the Sharad Pawar NCP as of now. He wanted to fight from the Bosri Assembly constituency seat. Mahesh Lange is already an incumbent MLA from there. Failing to get a ticket in the Mahayuti, he has shifted to another coalition, which is the MVA, and he is likely to get a ticket for the assembly constituency from the Sharad Pawar faction. But yes, there are a lot of movement ahead of the assembly elections with political party workers shifting ideologies. The only priority is to get an assembly ticket. Back to you.
All right. Mustafa, be with us. In fact, I'll be coming back to you in a moment from now. Here are the details that we have with us. After 4 rebel leaders resigning from the Ajit Pawar faction of the NCP and possibly joining the Sharad Pawar faction. It's a setback here for the Ajit Pawar faction. 4 top leaders of Ajit faction have resigned, could be joining the Sharad Pawar faction. One of them has said that he is going to be seeking the blessings of Sharad Pawar. Resignation after failing to get ticket from Bosari constituency. NCP's Pimpri Chinchwad unit chief Ajit Gavhane, NCP Pimpri Chinchwad students wing chief Yash Sane, former corporators Rahul Bosale and Pankaj Bhalekar resigned from the party. Meanwhile, RSS mouthpieces blamed NCP for Lok Sabha debacle. RSS Weekly has said our NCP alliance is the reason behind the fiasco. They talk about the lack of communication that cost them seats, pointing fingers at the NCP for poor show of the Mahayuti.
The news that you're telling me is coming through your sources, I believe. So we'll wait and watch what this whole thing is panning out to be. But the fact of the matter is that all the people in the Ajit Pawar camp or the Eknath Shinde camp are somewhere unhappy with what is going on. Why I say so? Because after the Lok Sabha elections, the results came out and the people of Maharashtra actually showed everybody who the real NCP is, which is led by Mr. Sharad Pawar, and the real Shiv Sena, which is led by Uddhav Balasaheb Thackeray. So people have realized that, these are the people that will lead us in Maharashtra, and those who have gone with the Ajit Pawar camp or the Eknath Shinde camp also have realized that if we stay around, we may probably lose our elections, because in all those constituencies, if you look at the election results, they have lost. Mr. Ajit Pawar himself in the Baramati Vidhan Sabha constituency is trailing by nearly 49,000 votes. So all these people somewhere have realized that, we stick around here, we'll probably face defeat and our future will be in peril somewhere.
The only reason BJP has lost in Maharashtra is because of the series of betrayal that they carried out with the people of the state, with the various political parties which were their long-standing allies, and bringing in new allies which were absolutely unnatural and unbecoming. People who were accused of corruption were now the deputy chief ministers and ministers in the cabinet. RSS can keep writing pieces after pieces, but who is listening to RSS in the BJP? Mr. JP Nadda has already disowned them, said that we do not need RSS anymore. So Mr. Ratan Sharda has written earlier in Hindi too, has written in English too, and now he has written in Marathi. But the fact on the ground doesn't change. I was surprised to hear him say that Uddhav Thackeray would not have won if BJP wouldn't have aligned with NCP. It's an absolutely ridiculous assessment to make because people on the ground are upset with the Bharatiya Janata Party's series of betrayal and series of work against the interests of Maharashtra.
What they have said is actually acknowledged by everybody within the political circles that these alliances on the both sides would not work because in the election, the electorate gets very confused. There are two NCPs, there are two BJP, two Shiv Senas, and there is Congress within BJP, there is Congress outside BJP with so many symbols. And the difference between win and loss would have been just that 1 or 2% people if they voted differently. And this is, as you rightly put out in the last sentence, that it could be also true of other side. I said it before also. So if the difference of voting was only because of consolidated Muslim voting that went in favor of Uddhav Thackeray, or there was no way he would have won. So that is the deciding factor, and the play of caste, which is very complex in Maharashtra.
Mustafa continues to be with us on that story. Mustafa, here the daggers are clearly drawn, saying that the RSS indicating that this alliance with Ajit Pawar faction in the state of Maharashtra is what caused them dear. What is the BJP saying? What is it that you're picking up from your sources about what's the way ahead then for the Mahayuti?
Well, the BJP in Maharashtra is trying to gain grounds and establish communication with the NCP and alliance partners. They are trying to convince their political workers and the voters that this is an alliance and this is how they are going forward to. So clearly, they believe that because their performance was not so good in the Lok Sabha elections in Maharashtra particularly, there are a lot of blame game which are going on, and this can be, corrected. The course correction can happen, and Ajit Pawar and his NCP can also become a natural alliance partner of the BJP. So that is the attempt of what you can say the BJP in Maharashtra, that they are trying to come out, But, Ajit Pawar has been under pressure on multiple fronts. We know that today his office bearers are leaving him. The loss for him was he contested 4 seats in Lok Sabha. He just won 1 seat in NDA while the cabinet was being sworn in. He was offered a state cabinet post, but Praful Patel in his party wanted a cabinet post, and hence he had not taken a cabinet post. NCP has not taken a cabinet post in the NDA. So these are things which he is also dealing with at his front. So clearly, when the talks progress for the state assembly elections, the issues of seat sharing happens. NCP has, they are trying to build a new strategy, conducting surveys on the assembly seats. So when these talks go in the advanced stage, how this coalition is formed, how this alliance goes forward is something the BJP is looking at. But clearly, the ground level workers are sending out a message. The course correction is needed. It has not happened. When will it be done? Back to you.
All right, I'm going to thank you, Mustafa, for getting us up to